Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Call of Duty Burst Ops 6, Call of Duty Backshot 6. Honestly, this beta was a lot. This is going to be the Two Brothers review on Black Ops 6, the good, the bad, and the ugly. For starters, let's talk about the good. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, this beta, well, the second weekend, okay? Because if we talk about the first weekend was honestly Call of Duty Rank Ops 6. Every lobby was absolutely ridiculous.
It's pretty bad.
It was ridiculous.
It was pretty bad.
Okay? The Jackal PDW was just terrorizing everybody. Literally was the most used gun in the first weekend of the beta. But when it comes to a gameplay aspect, the Omni movement was absolutely phenomenal. I love the Omni movement in the game, and I felt like it changed the dynamic of gunfights a lot. From it being so linear to now having to worry about people sliding on you, people drop shotting and sliding into the drop shot, because now the slide drop shot looks a lot different this year now. Then sliding into a dive, like there were so many different combinations of movements that you could put together with this Black Ops 6 beta that I felt like honestly made the game refreshing from Modern Warfare 3. Now, I will also say the maps, they were a lot better than, previous CODs, but I just felt like these maps were lacking in a few areas. But again, we're still talking about the good. The guns were actually very good the second weekend of the beta, okay? The XM4, I don't know if they buffed it, but they did buff the movement speed of all the weapons. The XM4 actually felt pretty good.
The XM4, as most of the guns, when it comes to like recoil patterns, let me just say, first of all that visual stuff that was in MW3 or that was in MW2, gone, like completely. It's Treyarch. They don't do all of that the sim gunplay and stuff like that. They want to make sure that whatever you're shooting, you can see it. They want to make sure that every time that you ADS, it's pretty fast, that you can always break out of an animation to get into the next one. I will say that the ARs in the first week, when the first beta, was not dominant at all.
No.
The Amos was pretty good.
Yes.
It was pretty good.
The best AR.
The problem was that Jackal just was dominating everything else.
Yep.
So even when they did come out with the second patch, you were able to finally use the AK-47 and see how powerful it actually was. That gun does have some kick to it. I'm not gonna act like that one doesn't, but it's a lot more manageable, and it's the same pattern almost basically every time. Like, it's not like how MW3 is, where the patterns are random. So you just gotta adjust. You gotta be aware, like, okay, you'll get a random recoil pattern from time to time. Most of the patterns are the exact same. So with the AK-47, I think it was very good. If I had to rank the ARs, I would have to say the Amos, the AK-47, and then the XM4. Just power-wise. When it comes to accuracy, the Amos, the XM4, and then the AK-47. Consistency, it's just the Amos. That one just all across the board.
That's the Krieg, bro. You can't tell me otherwise.
That thing just too. That thing is about to be. That's about to be the CDL AR.
You think so?
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's no way to use anything else but that Amos.
Do you think that AK will ever be a CDO weapon?
No, I think it just fires too slow. Even if you put on the firing rate, which I was using that a lot.
The rapid fire mod was actually very good.
It's good, but it's still not. If you put it on there, it's still not keeping up with the Amos. The Amos, the AK just sometimes it whiffs. It just whiffs. Like when you got a gun like the Amos and it shoots that fast, there's really no stopping it.
And the XM4 with the rapid fire mod is really good too.
I did not use that.
That thing is insane.
Yeah, I was so hurt from the first week of it. That's what, like, when the second week came, I was like,
you was traumatized, bro?
I'm not traumatized. I just well, like, once, like I already been with her before. She ain't all that. Now she different. She ain't changed. And it did. I ain't okay. It did.
It was different though.
It was, but again, when like we said, that Jackal, it's the Jackal, bro.
Yeah.
Even all right. So you go to SMGs, right? You had the MP5. It's basically the MP5.
Yeah, it's called the C9 though. It's called the C9.
It's the MP5. You had the MP5. You had the Tonto. You had the Jackal. It didn't matter. the C9 was okay, but it's shooting tater tots against that bro. When you knew you was in a sweat lobby, everybody on the team had the Jackal, even after the nerf.
Yeah.
That's about to be the CDL weapon the same way it was in Cold War. If you notice this, there's always a trend. The Jackal or the AK-74 is always meta. It's always meta. Cold War was no different. In the beginning of Cold War, it was AK-74.
That gun was amazing, bro.
Not until the OTS finally came out. Come on now.
So good in Cold War, man. Okay.
And it's so good in this too.
No, it is. But like, I feel like the Tonto really gave it competition though, because the Tonto was actually very good.
I didn't really see it like that.
Really?
When I played, when I played with y'all, I did not see the Tonto like that, and maybe because people just didn't have it upgraded or at that time. But anytime we started cooking, I would see a person use the Tonto. Next thing I know, they come back Jackal.
Yeah, towards the later in the last day was really when people started using it. Yep. Like if you were using it and you were clearly bodying them, at some point they will pull out the Tonto. And obviously their setups weren't nearly as good, but it was just a fact of if this gun is killing me like this, let me go ahead and just pull it out. But
heavy movement though, heavy movement setups. I did notice that for this game, I'm noticing like people are mainly focusing on movement setups.
Yes.
It's not accuracy, it's not recoil. It's all movement. Movement, sprint to fire speed, and making sure that they can shoot out of the dive, shoot out of the slide. I understand it because the game is telling you it's a movement-based game. But I can't wait to see more of the maps and also to see how the integration for Warzone is, because right now the game is an up-close game.
Yeah.
I want to see how the game looks when it's spread out, how the attachments actually affect, how the recoil patterns is going to be, because right now, like I said, it's just everybody's builds are more movement based. Put on rapid fire, put on a stock so that you can left to right a lot faster. Make sure that you got a grip so you can have faster ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, or dive. I forgot what that grip is called. What's called I think it's called the.
One of them is called the ergonomic or the CQB, CQC grip. One of them.
I think that was the one I saw a lot. Everybody was using that specific grip a lot in the
Either that or quick draw grip.
Yeah. Another thing too is
how'd you feel about the attachments not really having cons?
I liked it. I'm gonna be real, because it made me actually want to try different. I don't care. I was putting on anything, bro. I was putting I really bro. I was just here, man. Let me try this out. Let me try this. It's no negatives.
There's no negatives on any of the attachments.
It's no negatives.
Now, we talked about the good. Let's talk about the bad.
Okay.
Where do we start? Packet burst. I'm bursting, bro. I'm bursting.
The lag bro. I can't understand.
That first weekend was torture, bro.
With the beta.
That first weekend was torture.
The again, we already talked about the Jackal. The Jackal just added on to it. So it made it real. It made you really have to use it because of the packet burst, because of the packet occlusion, or whatever that other one is called. Where the top one above that one, the burst. It's one more above that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one is crazy.
I can't remember.
It's something crazy.
Yeah.
But there was hit
extrapolation.
Extrapolation.
That's what it is.
There was hit rate problems.
Yeah.
There was a lot of times. There was a lot of cheaters. There was a lot of cheaters, and I don't understand how it was that many cheaters in this beta.
I've seen people live streaming on TikTok cheating.
Yep. And I don't understand, how is that not against just everybody's TOS? If you are cheating in any way, form, or fashion, it should be banned on the streaming side. Bro, you're literally showing the boxes on screen. I mean, come on, man.
The nuts on you.
If I say anything, there was just, even when they finally did come out the patch, there still just wasn't weapon variety. The shotgun, I think the shotgun was good, but it was only good if you were super up close.
Yeah.
Snipers were good, just not fast.
That's what I heard.
So you didn't really see people trying to force the, if I saw a sniper, I was able to look and instantly get away. They missed. And I'm like, okay, these things must be really slow because I have no fear for anybody sniping in this game. I wasn't really feeling some of the tacticals, bro.
Really?
Like, I just wasn't feeling like the tacticals and lethals. I just wasn't really like. Besides the Simtex, the thermite, the little ground bomb thing, basically the new proximity mine. Did you use them?
I think one of them is called like a blast trap or something like that.
That's the proximity mine.
I didn't use it, but I actually seen somebody else using it in like an objective game mode. Like they threw it on like a flag.
Yeah.
And it actually was doing like a pretty good job with killing because of the fact of you didn't see it. But me personally, did I run? No. All I ran was the Simtex. Yeah. I did see though that the combat axe, it actually does bounce. Like very much so. Like the physics of it, it bounces a lot. But I didn't use it.
Again, so. I didn't really see many people use the axe. I didn't see the axe. I barely saw anybody. I don't want to say that this is technically bad, but it's technically like it puts in the game if people aren't using it.
Yeah.
And I think it's more so for like Warzone. I did not see people using the holding the melee button. Maybe that's better for like,
dedicated melee
S&D.
button. Yeah.
But I didn't really see nobody running, trying to like hurry up and beat people to the spot to get. I didn't see that throughout the whole entire game.
I think also that thing is just because of the fact that people aren't used to it yet. Because even when I was watching like pro players like Scump, Gashy, they were running out with their pistols and not the dedicated melee button. So I think it's also something for them to get used to. It's, when you've been doing the same thing for a long time, it's just kind of something that you just gotta remember. Like, oh yeah, there's a dedicated melee button. But yeah, I definitely get that.
I hated the map. What's that map with the food place on the right in the movie store? What's that map called?
Rewind.
Oh man, I hate that map, bro. That map is terrible. Now, I'm gonna be real. Design wise, I love the design of it, how it looks. You know what I'm saying? You got the little laundry mat, you got the, it looked like a little, little shopping mall.
It feels like a combined arms map though, not a 6v6 map.
I hate it. I hate that map, bro. It's just, I don't know if it's because most of the map is fought inside, and there's so many insides to the inside.
To the video store, it's so many rooms and so many doors you have to check for, and so many different angles you can get shot from. And then going outside is a no-go.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go.
And then on top of that, you can get on the restaurant.
Did not know that.
When people was doing that shit, oh, come on, bro.
Did not know that at all.
Hated that, bro.
One of my biggest problems as well was visibility. Big problem for me because, when you're playing on a map like Derelict, that train map with all the grass and the trees, when you have a map like that, you have to have color defining operators.
Right.
You can't have a map where the color palette is like a gloomy, hazy green, brown, and then you have gray, orange, and green operators that are diving, sliding, jumping, hiding in bodies as well, hiding on the train tracks. Like, there was a lot of visibility issues, especially with the fact of particles from like explosions. And then like sometimes it was hard to like make out what was an enemy, what wasn't an enemy, if somebody was dead, if they weren't dead. And I just feel like with Derelict,
Wait, Derelict is which map?
Derelict is the map with the train cars.
Yeah,
Then Rewind don't make it no better because Rewind's color palette is like a grayish, brownish, reddish color palette too. So it's like when you actually go into the video store, you can't really see nobody.
Right, yeah.
Because there's no real good lighting, vibrance, or sharpness to the game. So you're trying to make up with that for the NVIDIA cast, and you boost it all the way up to 100, you still can't really see nothing. Yeah. So visibility was a problem for me. Hit reg was an issue at times because it felt like sometimes that Amos was frying, and then other times the Amos was just shooting marshmallows. The C9, it felt like at times it was frying, especially weekend 2 when it got buffed. But then when you went up to Jackal, you're getting cooked. Tonto, pretty consistent hit reg. XM4, now I will say, these guns with no attachments, it makes sense. It makes sense why these guns took a bit longer to kill. But if I got rapid fire on an XM4 and this gun already has a quick fire rate, and then I put like the reinforced barrel, which gave me bullet velo and damage range, or if I went with just the bullet velo barrel, I felt like the bullet velo barrel, my velo wasn't veloing. Like it felt like if you're gonna put a barrel in the game for an AR that gives me all bullet velocity, then I put on an attachment that gives me more bullet velocity. If this is pubs, again, this is not Warzone, this is pubs, so it's a 3 to 4 shot kill. That bit better be hit scan.
Right.
But it just felt like with these bullet velo barrels, even with the subs, it just felt like the reinforced barrel was the better barrel to go with. And shout out to Doug is Raw. We ran games with Doug is Raw during the beta, and he was saying when it comes to pubs, you really should be running just the bullet velo barrel. I don't know, man. I just felt like my hit reg, my bullet velo wasn't veloing, and it just felt like the reinforced barrel really was the best barrel in the beta. So, also, kill order, it's a great idea. It was a great idea.
Okay, it's a good concept. I do want people to just like.
But people are so freaking scummy.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. There is everything in that mode to stop the person, but it's just how people are. Okay, I am not classifying that in bad. I classify that as the problem is the players. You can't have everything in the game mode be like, all right, look, this person's armor plates, they get an advanced UAV, and they're constantly on your screen too. It's not like they can get away from you. You have to use everything in your arsenal to get them out, and you're only using your gunny. The average, I'm watching people play kill order, it's the same excuse. Bro, I just hate the fact that, but that's the point of the mode. They are the hard point.
A lot of people didn't even know they were the HVT though. That was also the big problem too.
Okay, so tell me what's your problem. What are your issues personally with the mode?
So my problem with the issues was just how people were playing. Like, for example, if you play kill order on Derelict, you don't have anywhere to hide. You can't hide anywhere in a cubby or in a vent or anything like that. You're out in the open. So at some point, you're going to get caught. And again, you only get 3 plates. So that also makes you have to choose when to plate up wisely. Now, of course, you have a stim shot, so you can still kind of like abuse that extra health. But on a map like Skyline, if you play kill order on Skyline, there were multiple games where teams were literally just hiding in the vent as the HVT.
Right.
So you got one teammate watching the staircase, that's the bookcase where you come down the staircase, and that's one entrance into the vent. And then you have another teammate mounted on the other vent where you have to come down the elevator shaft, and the HVT is in the vent the whole game. How is that fun? That's the, like, bro, come on, man. It's not, I like the fact that they came up with the idea. It's not Treyarch's fault why people play like that.
Right.
It's the people's fault why they're playing like that, and it makes it unenjoyable because now it's like, okay, you have this mode where it's basically you have a protect the president, but it's with respawns.
Right.
But now you're playing it so Sentinel-like, you're not even enjoying the mode because you're playing like a rat.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
why?
For us, the way that we perceive the game is from a go out and go get it standpoint. But the average person plays more defensive. So why would I run out there and try to take on 5 of y'all when I can just run into this vent like you would do in real life? No, keep it a bit in real life. If you had a care package and everybody's coming after you, you finna be out in the field trying to fight people? Hell no. Where's that building? Can you lock a door? Can we close the windows? Bet. And the box is pinging. You better come in this room and come get me.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
The mindset is we forget that video games are nothing but a simulation of real life situations turned either fiction or non-fiction, or simulation meaning accurately to real life, or arcade. Okay. But it's still based off of it has real life rules in the game. Mm-hmm. People are always gonna use their natural instinct. And
what they would
that's
really
hot.
do in that situation.
So you as the player always have to go, if I was a regular person,
A rat.
if
I was a rat, what would I do?
what would I do? And so like that's why the HVT mode didn't bother me. It was just when I didn't know I was the HVT.
Yeah.
Now I'm running out there like a dummy, trying to fight 3 people, and now they like, yeah, stupid, got him. He's done. No, okay. Other than that, like I do feel the HVT mode has potential. It's how people are. We can't just keep playing TDM, domination, hardpoint. That's it. We have to understand, like, okay, give the mode some time. Every mode they come out with, it's always the new mode. It's the same thing. They came out with Champions. What's that mode called? In Vanguard, it was like it was like a 3v. It's like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Complained about that mode. You gotta stop. Like the mode ain't even had enough time to breathe and for you to understand people's mindsets, people's thought because hardpoint ain't nothing but camping. It ain't nothing but camping. It's literally if you play a sweat team, you and I both know them trophy system, Claymore, proximity mine, Sim Texas. It's everything in the book. So if we're playing HVT, they are the hard point. It constantly, and then you can see them. They just keep moving around. So you can't play it by yourself. Everybody wants to be the king lone wolf. They want to be the
solo
alpha.
star.
No, man.
The solo star.
The dude got armor. What you gonna do against armor plates? That's the point. Yes, you get the first shots. Now when he sees you, goodbye, sir. Now he runs and heals back up. If you'd have just waited for your boy, y'all would have got that over with. You got to take the trade. That's the point of him being the HVT. I don't know. Go ahead. I don't want to rant. I just feel like the mindset to that. And like
it's a great concept. Again, it's a great concept.
It's a great concept.
Great concept.
You bring in armor plates to pubs, and when you are the HVT, you feel powerful.
Yeah.
You feel strong.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
Now let's discuss the ugly. First and foremost, let's talk about.
I feel like we touched that. Like I kind of feel like
we crept into it.
Okay, go
we
ahead.
started creeping into it. But for starters, before we get to what we really go talk about, spawns. Spawns.
Yeah.
Hey man. Hey, listen, bro. The spawn logic in this beta, weekend 1 and 2,
Yeah.
kind of questionable.
What's the shipment map?
Babylon.
Babylon, bro.
Babylon spawns.
That little back room to the right. It just kept. Literally, they're holding the corner, and we're just spawning in front of them.
You was either spawn trapping or getting spawn trapped.
Oh man,
One of the two.
They gotta fix that, bro.
One of the two,
yeah,
bro.
they definitely gotta fix that one.
One of the two.
It's nasty.
These spawns didn't make any sense, and also hardpoint on derelict did not make any sense as well, because you're trying to predict exactly where people are going to be or have an idea, but by the time the hill is even close to rotating, when the time is winding down, that's when people are spawning behind you.
Right.
And the logic is not fully making sense. And then if you play team deathmatch, the only game mode that actually had logical spawns was Domination. Domination was practically the only mode that had real logical spawns, because if we have you at A or B, or if we cap A and B, you have to spawn at C. We have C and B, you have to spawn at A. If you have B and we have A and C, okay, now it's a toss-up, because now the game is trying to spawn you somewhere in the middle at B, but also in an area where enemies aren't. But spawn logic, we gotta fix that. And then also in the face-off maps, that map Pit, kind of questionable spawns as well. You have no time to really breathe and even reload without getting shot in your back. That map Gala, that map, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
You talking about the presidential map?
Yes.
My God, bro.
If you're not top mid, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're literally cooked.
Again, because we only had a week with it, and also people's mindsets in shooting games is not, how do I beat this?
No.
How do I counter this? It's, man, that's broken, man. I can't do nothing about it. I can't stop that. Because you're like, we kept going, take the middle.
Take top mid.
If you take top mid, we win the game. And that's the whole point. You're fighting for a hard point, a choke point. This area here is why they made the map.
The power position.
You remember how Checkmate was when we played Cold War?
Yeah.
And people didn't like Checkmate at first. They didn't like it because they didn't like the fact that the airplane, if you took airplane, you basically had the entire game. But then you watch those CDL players start to figure out how to attack the plane correctly. How to my mindset. I feel like our mindsets have to, and the reason why this is in the ugly category is because this is more so not ugly on the game. This is ugly on us as players. We still have this childish old mindset that Call of Duty is still MW 2009.
One-dimensional.
It's still that you could just run in there and just gunny everything and just, the game is not there. It's not BO1. It's not BO2. It's not BO3. This is where we are now.
Right.
And if we don't take hey, listen, you got to play smarter. You got to, everybody's getting smarter. Everybody's getting better. And even if that level is, if everybody was noobs and bots and just dumb back in BO3, MW2, I'm talking about the golden days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, if they upgraded, why did they upgrade it? You got swag, skunk, and extract, and breadman. You got all of these dudes. Iceman Isaac, Cup of Joe. You got dudes teaching this game to everybody. They went from being here to here. So if you don't go up there with them and you're not thinking to yourself, where is the high ground? Where is the choke point?
Gotta update your firmware.
How many tacticals do I have? How many lethals do I have? What is my field upgrade and how does this help me in this situation? If you're just fighting with your gun, that's your fault. That's why it's ugly, because it makes it seem like, now again,
It's the game's fault, but
rewind just ass. I'm not rewind trash. But it's not the game's. There are certain things that it's our responsibility to get better. And if as players we're not upgrading our firmware and we're not using everything in our kit, you don't have the right perks on. Why do you have multiple classes and you only use one class? But you know you're playing against a team that's throwing Simtexes. So they don't want you to camp up. So either you have to put on a trophy system,
or put on flak jacket.
or you have to put on flak jacket. So the sacrifice has to be made somewhere. But if you put on flak jacket, you're still gonna take the hit. So if they're pushing you with 2 to 3 people,
Now you're weak.
now you weak, you dead. Why you mad? They throwing Simtexes. Then put on the trophy system. That's what I'm saying. Again,
That is true.
bro, I understand.
That is true.
but
You gotta
be
make a
real.
sacrifice, but they put it in the game for you to make the sacrifice.
But that's why it's in the ugly category, because ugly means either it's ugly on the players or it's ugly on the game. And
Yeah.
I think for that map specifically, it's ugly on the game, on the players, not the game. The players are the problem, because why are you giving them the middle?
That's true too.
If I keep rim running in 2K, I just keep rim running. I keep going straight to the left. Why do you keep giving me the left? Why? You know where I'm going. So you're just gonna keep giving up the same thing? If you can't, you can't understand, like, okay, this team is doing this. These players are doing this.
This lobby is playing like this.
That's not the game, bruh. That's you. Because the same pro players, if you put all of them together, Crim6 and Simp and Scump and Atrocities, you put all of them together and let them play that same map.
They gonna figure out some sort of game plan to stop it. Yeah, they gonna figure out something.
We keep
for
forgetting that Call of Duty is a team-based game. Because we want to play with our dick in our hand.
That's because all of these, respectfully, also including the ugly, these content creators that all play solo,
True too.
that's dropping double nukes, triple nukes, 100 kill games. They're giving and painting this illusion that, hey, if my favorite content creator can play like that, so can I.
Now talk about the other ugly. Now you segued right into it. Talk about that ugly too. Go ahead.
Now,
Go ahead. Go right into it.
which one?
You know exactly what. You're dropping nukes and all this other stuff. Go ahead and segue right into the ugly.
Another part of the ugly is a monster that is become more prevalent now. It's become more okayed now.
Take a sip of this water. Keep
as
going.
long as you talk about it and you don't try to hide it.
What they
Two-boxing.
about? There you go.
Two-boxing, man. Two-boxing, three-boxing, four-boxing, five. One fish, two fish.
This your pride and dignity right now. F all that. Go ahead and two-box, man.
Hey, man.
Man.
I'll be honest with you, bro. We in a time where skill-based matchmaking got people two-boxing in a beta. And I'm going to be honest, I was one of them. I was. Now, hold on. First weekend.
Stand 10 toes on
No.
it.
Let me clarify.
Go ahead.
The first weekend, I did not two-box at all. I did not two-box. I stood 10 toes in that SBMM and got as many gameplays as I possibly could. We stood in it.
Yep.
Now, the second weekend, I only two-boxed for about 2 hours on the last day.
Okay.
But it wasn't my account.
Okay.
It was a friend's account. Now, again, I'm being honest with you. Skill-based matchmaking, y'all doing too much now. That's also a part of the ugly. There's no reason why. Because again, take this walk with me. If you're coming out with a beta, your beta is supposed to be a demo of a game that you're releasing to give to the public for them to engage with it and see how they feel, to encourage them to want to buy it. What good does skill-based matchmaking do if every single match it's the Jackal PDW, people diving, sliding, jumping around corners to then go 27 and 42?
Woo.
But when you're playing against them, though, they look insane. They don't miss shots.
I'm sweating. I just took a trip. Mentally, I went back there for a second.
They don't miss reads. You're getting pre-fired. You're getting centered. And again, where we're at now, if you're engaging in any gunfight below 2.5 meters, you have no aim assist. That is just you.
My goodness.
That is all
and
you.
It's definitely nerfed. As a whole, the bubble is not as strong, and it's not as like the aim assist bubble. Like even when you
go back to Modern Warfare 3, that bubble is crazy.
Like you as soon as I touched Modern Warfare 3 with aim assist, I said, whoa. Like this is like
we're spoiled.
Yeah.
We're spoiled.
But when you play BO6 and you touch that and you touch that controller, you like, okay, wait, hold on. It's not, even when you do the training mode, when you do the training course, it's not even sticky like that in the course. So even when you 5, 10, 15, the further you get, it do feel a little stickier.
Get a little stronger.
But it's not what MW3 is basically just move left and right and just let the gun just do the rest.
This is a Treyarch product though. Black Ops 4. Aim assist wasn't nearly crazy like that.
Not at all.
Was not crazy like that.
That's why everybody's shot in BO4 and Blackout look loose.
Yep.
If you go back to Blackout or BO4 as a whole,
there was no dynamic, no linear, none of that.
Everybody looked loose, bro. Everybody looked loose in that game. I went back and looked at my footage. I said, I was,
Cold War though. Cold War.
Cold War, same thing.
Cold War.
I'm not loose. You look loose in Cold War too.
You look loose. So again, with skill-based matchmaking, I'm gonna be real. I get it. I do. I get why people two-box. Because when you, as a content creator, you're playing the game that you love. You've been loving this game for as a child, as a teenager, as an adult. This game brings you joy. When you play this game, there's a feeling that you get where you just want to play all day. When you're in skill-based matchmaking, you don't want to play this game no more.
No.
And the thing is when you really realize, when you go back and watch your footage, you could be hoping all day, but then get into 1 or 2 skill-based matchmaking lobbies where you're in a box. And I've even seen this from pro players like Stump. He gets in 1 skill-based matchmaking lobby and be like, all right, Chad, I'm getting off.
I'm getting off. It's 1 game, but it feels like you've been getting beat on the entire day because of how intense skill-based matchmaking feels. But it's that pride, though. Is that because again, is Scump playing by himself?
I mean, some of the games on stream he was, or a good amount of games he was, but also he was running with like other pro players too.
Okay, so if he is running, is it 6 pro players or is it 1 or 2?
Maybe like 3 or 4.
Okay, so if it's 3, okay,
Maybe like 3 or 4.
I don't cap if it's 3 of them or 4 of them, and they getting cooked like that.
Yeah.
I don't cap.
Yeah.
See, I'm assuming. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm assuming you're running by yourself, and you're in skill-based matchmaking. Your Scump, your MMR is gonna be out through the roof, right? Okay. So you're gonna get that skill-based matchmaking that's like, no, hold on. You don't belong here. Why are you in this class?
You think you slick?
Go to the 12th grade. Go over there. This ain't your class. Okay. So you're there because you're supposed to be here. So we forget that this is a team-based game, and I think that's what Battle Royale. That's what the old days do. The old
Pub
mindset,
stomping.
pub stomping.
Pub stomper.
We are not there anymore.
Unless you 2 box.
Unless you 3 box now, because that's what's coming next. 3 or 4, it's about to be 6 boxes. Like I'm telling you, at this point, we are at a place where the game clearly does not want this anymore.
You're also penalized for performing well too.
Yes.
So if you drop a nuke, 60 kills, 70 kills, 80 kills, 90, don't think you just finna get into the next lobby and you finna just cook up again.
Hell no.
Oh no. Oh no.
No. But my question is that okay? See, I have a fighting game background, so the way I see it, even though when I feel it, I know exactly what you're saying.
Right.
But you know how my energy is towards it. Even when I'm on stream, I'll be still down for the fights. I'll be like, now when it's past 6 hours, in the first 5, I'm good with the sweating. You know that I'm good with the sweating. I'll be like, whoo, they sweating, they're sweating. By hour 6, take your foot off the gas. At least bring it. If they did skill-based matchmaking like that, he been on for about 6 hours now. Dial it back a little bit.
That's cool.
Dial it back.
That's cool.
Once we hit hours, this is why I prefer, I'm gonna be real, it's also time-based.
Yeah.
I will never, no, listen to me. I will never play Warzone at 2 in the morning. You got me all the way effed up. Never again in my COD career will you catch me in those demonic, unholy hours.
After about 9:30, 10:30, you going into them degen hours. Everybody is passionate. VPN.
Yep.
Regular SBMM. Sometimes 2 boxing too. Sometimes 2 boxers.
You can't even get away from you 2 box into another box.
Yep.
You ever slipped and fell into something? That's exactly what happens.
Yep.
Oh, how I get in this? And then you back out and quit. And go back and it puts you right back in the same.
Oh, you think
lobby.
you slick? You thought you spit a duck?
From here on out. No, listen to me. I will, because I know this SBMM, even when I was playing COD and I was doing 1v1s early in the morning, it was different. So for me, I am playing COD from the hours of 6 a.m. when I know you tired. You tired. You been
just
up all
woke up.
night. I'm up. I'm up. Y'all tired. You been up on the game all night. Okay. Fresh energy. From 6 to about maybe 5 right
30.
there.
5:30. Grace period.
That's me.
Grace
That's
period.
me. It could be 9, 10, 11, anything between there. Anything after that, afterwards, I watched all the sweats.
You cutting into overtime now.
Everybody was struggling to get nukes. It's not in a beta.
A beta.
In a beta,
The first weekend, I couldn't even sniff one.
I could barely get my. Now sometimes, like you know me, when I play a new card, I don't.
You gotta adjust. It takes time.
I have to adjust.
Takes time.
I don't grasp the game as quickly as you do. Right? You get on the game and you already cheating. I don't grasp it that fast. Okay. I'm watching all the people that normally the
Wait, hold on.
ways,
Wait a
the
minute.
swags, the oceans. I'm talking about these guys are known for pub stomping. They're known
Right.
for it.
Right.
I'm watching them in these regular lobbies. I'm going, oh, we not the only ones. Oh, we not the only people.
Did you see that clip of when Swag was playing on Derelict and he was running to the doorway where the gas tank is and that big rock that you can jump on the wall?
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody dove out on him and one-tapped him, and he was like, "Hey, yo, what the is this, man?
Bro.
I don't know, man. I think I'm getting too
Wait,
old
with
for
the
this."
sniper?
Yes.
With the shotgun?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Like, look.
Hey, man. Hey, cut these content creators some slack, bro.
Yeah.
Playing this game for 7 hours straight, no toolbox, no VPN. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's tough out here, bro. It's tough.
You can't do what you
For one gameplay, by the way.
right.
For one gameplay.
But here's the thing: we're still in the ugly category because this is the truth. Mind you, the game part, we basically covering the entire game right now.
Yeah.
But the game part is beautiful for the most part. Everything besides the packet bursting and the extrapolation, no audio whatsoever.
That's true. That is true. There was no footstep audio at all.
I could hear myself breathing more than I could hear the audio in the game. And I cranked my headphones up
And I got Artist War.
and I still could not hear. I couldn't hear anything. Then when I did hear something,
It's too late.
it was too late. Even if I heard a door, I heard somebody like you're running behind me, but you hear the, you did. If I hear, you dead.
You getting slid
I'm
on.
not hearing you running across the wall going, All I hear is, if it's that loud, I'm tapping square.
Then they also had the acoustic amp, field upgrade that made footsteps louder. It was cool. It was alright. I got Artist War.
Still ain't working.
Even Artist War put out a tweet on how you can make it better and at least improve your audio a little bit. I did it.
Just can't hear nothing.
Can't hear, bro.
Can't hear nothing. And that's the ugly. So the ugly truth is, you have guys out here that are. See, what this does is it doesn't allow for me to become a master at what this new game is. What's happening is, it's like going to the park playing. It's like watching street ball. Everybody out here dribbling. Everybody can carry, double dribble, travel, all that stuff. So where does the skill come in? So if these four on this team are out here sliding, jumping, diving, doing everything I'm doing, and I can't hear them, you're telling me that we're playing street ball. You just want me to react and try to react. How can you bro, there's only so much human reaction that you have. Right? At the end of the day, we're casually playing. This is not for money. It's not a wager. We're not in ranked. We are casually playing.
Mm-hmm.
There are people diving across corners. And
Flawlessly, by the way.
And they are practicing this. Not to have a good KD. Not to be good at the game. But because they want to manipulate movement. They don't care. They just want a TikTok clip. They are not uploading that gameplay. They are taking all their clips of them doing the random, and they're creating a video for it.
Yep.
So that they can do YY. Have you ever noticed a YY Bandit never uploads the clip? They only show the clips. Because that's the genre that we're in right now.
The niche.
That's where we at.
It's the niche.
That's where we at. So if the game doesn't allow for me to be masterful at this art, if it doesn't give me sound cues, if it's not allowing for me to listen, because you always hear something before you see it. You hear it first.
Yep.
Okay? You hear a gunshot before you see the bullet. You hear it. If I can't hear you, that slide cancel bandit, that dive dude that's backwards, all that type of, he's going to get me. It doesn't mean he's better. It just means that there's a flaw and there's a part in the game where it's saying, this skill you can't have. So you got to rely on this.
You know how important being able to hear the sense of hearing is in a shooting game, honestly, might be a hot take, might be an unpopular opinion, but audio, your hearing, your sense of hearing is much more important than being able to see.
It is.
Because I'd rather be able to hear somebody coming first than see them.
Because you can hear you can hear the bullets. You can't see the bullets traveling past you, but I can hear he's shooting me to my right. So if I hear it, my instinct kicks in to go, hey, turn left. Don't run into the bullets, run away from the bullets.
If I can't hear, my instinct can't kick in.
If I hear it like it's coming through both, that's what the audio sounds like. The audio sounds like when you finally do hear audio, it's coming through both sides.
Yeah, it's not spatial.
There is no direction. There's no direction. We have 360 degrees. It's not like when audio passes through our ears, the way we can tell how something, where something is, it's when it comes to our ears, where it's hitting the inside of our ear right here. So if it's hitting up here, it's telling you it's not passing straight through. Like when you put headphones on, the audio passes straight to the middle of your ears. Okay. So when we hear audio in real life, if you're standing over there and you say, hey, when the audio finally reaches my ear, it's gonna hit somewhere up here, or it's gonna hit down here to let me know you're here. If you were standing up higher and you're speaking down, the audio hits up here. Oh, you're up at the top. So I'm gonna turn around, you'd be like, hey! But if I'm playing a shooting game and none of that's there.
There's gunfire, there's kill streaks, there's announcements, there's the character dialogue. There's all of that going on, and you can't hear nothing.
Nope.
Can't hear anything. Footstep audio, definitely in that ugly category. Lastly, I wanted to say this one for last.
Again, it's all ugly part. It's the truth. It's just the ugly part.
The meat shield.
Oh.
I'ma be honest, bruh. Great idea. Very great concept.
Yep. But people.
But it took one TikTok. It took one TikTok.
And it was funny. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't funny. The first one was funny.
It was.
The Diddy room, the Diddy layer, that was fun. The first one was fun. And then the competition.
Then it just got out of hand,
We're gonna
bro.
change the word because I'm gonna make it the truth of what's happening. First of all, it's a war crime, okay? We both know that.
It's the R word.
It's the art. We're gonna call that grape. Mm-hmm. You can't grape somebody in the middle of war. What makes it weird is when you put too much effort into it.
Yeah.
I've seen people be funny. They did the baby boy. Like when he grabbed.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? They did the baby boy scene.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Ray, you're a weirdo, and I'm calling you out now because you're the one. Okay. When you put your whole body and you trying to, I'm about to F this. To me, it's no longer funny. It's no longer funny now. Because now you've gone from this playful banter to, it sounds like you're somebody please don't ever be in the military. Please don't ever be in the military. Because now you're going too far. Now the Barbie thing, like when they had him there, it's like, now kiss.
Now
that
kiss.
was funny.
Yeah, y'all want to kiss?
Now y'all want to kiss? That was funny to me.
Yeah.
When Tim the Tap Man took him in and he was holding him by the bookshelf and he was like, close it. And they both and he killed him. That was funny to me.
I love you. But what they did to Tactical Grandma at Card Next,
bro,
hilarious, bruh.
Funny to me.
It was funny.
But now it's just grape after grape after grape. Each one of them. Even the dude that was like, man, like, hey, calm down with that sweat. No, you taking a shower and took him in the shower. That was funny to me.
Yep.
But the whole graping the person and they like you making it like you moaning in their ear. Like,
nah, I ain't, yeah.
Look.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
As people, as gamers, right? It's not about, I know people gonna do it because people weirdos. It's the truth. You could be like, oh, you're taking it too serious. I'm not speaking to you. Or maybe I am speaking to you and you don't like what I'm saying. I don't give a dang. It's the truth. It's weird. there are so many more ways to be funny. It's so many more ways to be funny. I never heard a person once say, grab and be like, do you know the Muffin Man? Nothing like that. You want to play a game? Nothing like that. I ain't heard none of it. None of it. My problem is why is that the first thing everybody goes to?
The go-to.
You telling me out of all the TV shows we watch, out of all the cartoons we got, out of all the creativity we can have, and the first thing we want to do is bend the person over. You gotta think, like, come on. It's weird. Cause that was never my first thought. When I first grabbed somebody, my first thought is I went to Baby Boy. Like, or I was like, I actually thought about white chicks. I was just like, anybody tell you this an all-white party? like that was the first thing that came to my mind, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it's a good thing.
It's a great feature, but people just use it for bad, bro. People use it for bad.
How weird, man.
Honestly, it's now where we're at.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like it was a great idea. It's a great feature, especially with the fact that we got to talk to the devs about it at Call Next, get their opinion on it, and, really listen to how they felt when they created it. But to see what the community has done with it, come on, y'all. Like, come on, bro. Now, again, I thought it was funny. I did have my own clips as well, but I don't go that length of moaning in somebody else's ear or doing the actual grunts and the moans. Like, no, like that's too much, bro. It's way too much. Like, even with you doing that, you can still be funny while you're doing it. Like, yeah, what's up? You want that? Like, something like that. But when you're putting your whole body in the camera, like gang, like, come on, bro.
Like, when you say it, it's just
we doing too much,
it's
bro.
The saying it part. It's the saying it.
We doing too much, bro.
I'm finna do, like, I forgot one. I saw one where it was just so like I'm finna do you in your ad, boy. Like,
whoa.
Like that to me, it's
whoa. Whoa.
Listen,
come on, man. Come on, man. And the real crazy thing is a lot of the operators that they was grabbing was male operators.
That's what I'm saying. Even if it's the female, it's still weird. Bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it's still weird nonetheless, bro.
You grown. Again, y'all gonna be like, man, I don't sit at the wrong. Give it some time. Give yourself some time. Give yourself about 2 years, and then go back and look at you and listen to you.
Or better yet, just wait until the game fully comes out and we about 2-3 months in, and you just not having a good day, and somebody grab your face from the back and do that to you.
Yep, and just start. I'm talking about all in your ear, just giving you the business. Mm-hmm. Mind you, nothing's really happening.
No, it's not.
But they want you to psychologically
feel like you're getting violated.
Feel like you're getting great in the game. Do you know how crazy that sounds? No, you gotta think. No, for real though. For real. Y'all gotta think about how this sound. I know in the moment it seemed cool, but then when you like, I'm grown, so I'm not no kid, so I don't look at it like I look at it for what it really is. That's just weird. Like, it's so many other ways you could be funny, bro. It's just so. I'm sorry, bro. It's just so many other ways that you could be funny. Like, I would have did Rush Hour 3. I'm serious. Like, what's it like, bro?
I feel like
for me, my mind goes to movie scenes, bro. My mind always goes to a movie scene, like an interrogation scene. Like, I don't know.
You want violence, Smelly Frenchman? You want violence? Where you got it? Sing the national anthem. But the American one.
Buttercream, croc skin, buttercream. What size is the waist? Let's find out. Like that. Man. Like, that's just me, bro.
Oh man, bro. That's funny, bro. But again, that's You got to put that in the ugly category because I just feel like
That was Bad Boys 2 if y'all didn't catch the dance part. That was.
I feel like it's a great feature. Shout out to Treyarch for really innovating the game and adding something new to Call of Duty. But I just feel like people have taken it and again they've used it to basically just be sexual, you know, and that's a problem, bro. Because again, like Trey said, like if you go back just months from now, a year from now, and you go back and look at how crazy you sound, how crazy you look. That's why you got to be careful on the things and the moments and memories that you create. Because, again, if something is on the internet, it never goes away. Yep. So you posting that, you could blow up 6 years from now. Some way, somehow, somebody going to find that clip.
And bring it back to
bring
you.
it back, and now you getting exposed.
Ain't this you?
This you?
Yep.
So, again,
I pretending to grape somebody.
now you over here getting canceled. Now you getting canceled. So again, just be careful, man. Just be careful. But
right. That's it.
That's it, man.
That's it, man.
Black Ops 6, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you guys enjoyed this video, this was basically like a little podcast. You know what I mean? So
exactly what it is.
You can watch this while you're in the car, while you're working out, while you're in the kitchen making some food.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video. Drop a comment. Drop a comment on your thoughts on how you felt about the Black Ops 6 beta and the things that were covered in this video as well. Did you like the Black Ops 6 beta? How did you feel about the meat shield feature? Did you see some of these TikToks? You know what I mean? How did you guys feel about the spawns, the weapons? Let us know in the comment section. With all that being said, big bro.
Hey, we'll see you next time. Keep God and Jesus in your life. We love y'all. We out of here.